Good morning, lovely people. Happy New Year. I'm hoping that each and every one of you enjoyed your new year and that you got to celebrate with friends and family and you stayed safe and that you are excited and ambitious and encouraged by what's to come in the new year. 2022 is going to be amazing. There is so much waiting for you that you don't know and that I don't know, and I think that's what makes New Year's exciting. So I hope that you are as thrilled as I am to take on a new year. Hopefully you've set some goals for yourself this year, and hopefully I can be a part of helping you achieve some of those goals through these these videos and any of my services that I offer. And if making your career work for you this year is something that you are dedicated to doing, I'm here to help you do that. So excited for what's to come for you in your professional life and your personal life, and let's stay connected through here. And if I can help in achieving any of those goals, I would be humbled and excited to do so. So with that said, I am going to continue doing what I said I would be doing, which is answering the questions one by one via video of the questions that were asked of me in Women on Top. Again, I'll drop the link to the article in the description of this video if you want to read it. Otherwise, I'll be answering one by one. That way, for those of you who don't enjoy reading, you can learn from me and I can just answer the questions for you on here. So, first question was obviously, what is your careers? How did it start? The second question was, what is the biggest mistakes that you see people make when changing careers? And I answered those two in the past two videos. And then the third question that they asked me was, what are the biggest trends you're seeing in the job market or in careers in general? And so the answer to that question, while there are a few, the biggest trend I've seen, aside from obviously, remote, everyone wants to work remote or everyone wants to work in a hybrid position, the whole work from home trend is skyrocketing. People are more interested in working from home. People are more interested in working for a position that may be hybrid. And what that means is, a position where you work from home some days and then you actually go into the office. That is actually becoming prevalent, not just for applicants, but hiring managers are promoting that as a benefit, that you can work from home or you can partially work from home in these new roles. So that is a huge trend. There is also another trend skyrocketing that is centered around work-life balance. Applicants want more work-life balance coming out of COVID, where they had time for themselves. They had time to focus on themselves, focus on their kids, focus on their goals, their personal development, their well-being. Work-life balance is a huge trend. Also, it is a huge trend when, again, workplaces are highlighting that as a benefit for employees as well, just because of the fact that they know that applicants are looking for something that is more work-life balance. So well-being is becoming a huge trend in the workplace. Work-life balance is becoming a huge trend in the workplace. And how can work environments sprinkle that into, their overall either benefit package? People are offering more PTO time. People are offering sick time, so you don't have to use your PTO time for sick time. So these are all trends that you're going to be seeing in the workplace, which I think are phenomenal, because the workplace and the work environment is making a shift towards focusing on the employee and the employee's well-being and what do they want, and realizing and recognizing that work is not everything. So if pivoting your career or changing careers or moving to a different workplace, getting a new job, what's on your to-do for 2022, I encourage you to do it now and jump on the bandwagon of plenty of other people who are looking to change careers this year or change jobs this year, and take advantage of the fact that, like I said in the last video, there is more money on the table. It's up for grabs. We are also seeing a shift in work-life balance and in remote positions where, you don't have to physically be in the office to do your job, and that also contributes to having work-life balance. Now, excuse me, the biggest trend that I am seeing overall is still the fact that we are in an applicants market. And so the fact that we're in an applicants market is a huge, huge benefit to you, in addition to remote opportunities, hybrid opportunities, and more work-life balance, or focus on well-being in the work environment. So an applicants market is going to put you in a position, right? If you don't know what an applicants market is just stating the fact that there are more jobs than applicants out there. So you have your pick, right? The job market is in your favor. Hiring managers are desperate to hire. They're having a hard time hiring, and the job market is in your favor. Additionally, there's been a 3% increase overall in salary budgets for 2022, which means there's more money on the table, and it's for you, and it's up for grabs if you know how to negotiate for it. So, and if you know how to sell yourself in an interview and sell yourself on your resume. So the applicants market, it's not going to be here forever. We've been in it since 2021. And the reality of that is there's a few different reasons why we shifted into an applicants market, but there were a lot of people who were comfortable living on the stimulus check. There was a lot of other people who didn't know if they wanted to go back to work after the time they had off. There's a lot of people who didn't know if they wanted to go back to the same place that they were working before. There were a lot of decisions to be made. A lot of people saved up some money so they could continue being off during this time and spend some more time with their kids, their loved ones, etc. And so right now the reality is that the workforce is scarce, and there are a lot more jobs open than people applying right now. And so the reality of that is that the job market is in your favor, because hiring managers cannot hire. They're having a hard time hiring. So those jobs, those promotions, those managerial roles, those supervisory roles that you've been wanting to land that maybe you haven't been able to because the market has been too competitive. Maybe you think you don't have enough experience. Maybe your resume doesn't sell you for those positions. They're up for grabs right now. And there is more of an opportunity for you to land those jobs because there are less people applying for those jobs. So while hiring managers are desperate to hire, they are still going to hire strong candidates. And so this is why I encourage my clients, and I encourage all of you to spend some time updating your resume to make sure you're selling yourself for the positions that you want to land and the positions that are open. Also spend some time in practicing and sprucing up your interview skills, and also spend some time improving your ability to negotiate for higher salaries, because there is money on the table. You just have to know how to ask for it, and you just have to know how to get it. So with those three things said, I would encourage you to check out my resume revamp and interview prep bundle. It's a professional package that I offer on my website, and you can go ahead and purchase it, and I do all those three things for you. I revamp your resume, so I update your resume. I spend an hour with you on a phone call, learning about you, learning about your goals, learning about what's the next job you want to apply for. And I personally write your resume to sell you for those positions based on your experience. And then I lead into the great thing about my bundle is that you do not have to use the interview prep right away. You can use it when you land an interview that you really want to knock out of the park. And so it's in your back pocket for you to use whenever you want. So the interview prep, really just you and I get together one-on-one via Zoom, and we prep you for the interview. We go through the questions you're going to want to ask. We go through the questions that they're going to ask of you. We build your elevator pitch. We teach you how to sell yourself in the interview to get the job. We also, lastly and most importantly, teach you how to negotiate your salary so that you walk in feeling confident and you walk out with a job, and a job that's paying you what you feel you deserve. So that would be a major, major encouragement, an opportunity for you if you do want to make your career work for you in 2022. So with that said, I'll drop the link again in the description for you, along with the article. If you want to read that on your own, there's a lot of great career advice and career tips that I offer in that article, but I will be going one by one and answering those questions for you via video with Carpool Careers with Jess. So thank you again for those of you who hung out with me this morning, and I'm hoping the best for you in 2022. And if I can be a part in making it the best for you, let's chat. Thank you.